Why did you become a recording artist?
Because I dropped the mixtape. I used to be with this old group. We was doing music together. We went our own ways. I dropped a solo tape on my own, my first mixtape ever. Like my first time ever doing music. I was never a rapper or nothing. I played in the studio. I was the guy who played in the studio and they say make a song. Like, no. I ended up making 12 songs. I dropped them. And the reaction from me dropping them was so big, it just instantly made me a rapper. I did 1 million on Spinrella. This was before streams. This was like my first tape, no mix, just uploading to Spinrella, 1 million. Like instant, just out of here. Because of who I am, like in my environment. Like I'm really from Washington, D.C. There's no one in D.C. gonna say I'm not from there or it's not gonna be questionable. It's not gonna be none of that. I'm really from there, like from in the pavement of it. Like, so like, the city already know what's up. Like, they know me. I was popular. I wasn't just the person that blew up, or I was always known. Like, everybody always knew me regardless. I was always the known one. I was the wild one, though. Like, back in the day, I used to be wild. Like, whole different person. I'm humble now. I grew up. I guess I'm older. But I was a whole nother person, so it is what it is.
So that mixtape came out after you had left the group?
Yeah, that mixtape came out like 2015, maybe 15.
Do you think that had anything to do with the amount of streams? Aside from you being yourself and who you are from DC, do you think you leaving the group and this is your first body of music that had something to do with those streams? Do you feel like you having that name Glizzy in your name, Aunt Glizzy, had something to do with those streams there?
I wouldn't say that, no, because my tape was called Barberson. It ain't had Glizzy nothing on it. It didn't say Glizzy nothing. It wasn't a Glizzy feature. It wasn't the Glizzy name ain't on it, nothing. It wasn't promoted as Glizzy nothing. It blew up because they was waiting on me to rap. I did a freestyle with Shy 2 years prior to that coming out. Just a freestyle, just me getting in front of the camera. I woke up with 7,000 new followers in one day. Then it built the buzz of rap. Oh, you should rap, you should rap, you should rap. I never rapped. Probably 2 years came around, I finally dropped a mixtape. It went viral. But I'm gonna say my buzz came from me running around with him. Like I used to run around with him. Like I done been around you with him back in the day, just on some networking, just running around. It used to be me and him, no gang, no big group of people, nothing. Me and Shaq Glizzy, like, and I can't really say nothing, but then was the days nothing was happening, nothing was in touch with nothing. And it was just me and him, and life was good. I ain't gonna say I'm the toughest person in the world, but I was willing to die for that boy. It is what it is, though.
And just for transparency's sake and references, I was DJing for Yo Gotti at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, if people didn't know what you were referring to there, I just threw that in there. But how did you get into rap and hip-hop music specifically, that genre of music? How did you first encounter that? How did you first get into it?
I'm from the streets. I'm like from the streets, so it's like the street culture rap. You know what I'm saying? Rap about the street life stuff, so it puts you in that genre.
Was that the first genre of music you actually encountered?
Yeah. Nah, go-go maybe. Go-go, because I'm from D.C., they got go-go. So go-go was the first type of music I encountered.
Now, when it came to rap and hip-hop music, was it a certain song or artist that got your attention back then?
Nah, I really ain't care about rap. I really didn't know about rap. I really just went there, did it, and it happened. Like, I didn't know no rappers. I didn't know who to listen to or none. Like, I was with Shaq Glizzy. My favorite rapper at that time was Shaq Glizzy. I'm with the guy every day, all day. Like, to this day, I still like Shaq Glizzy music. Like, he got some songs that I like, but, like, it just, like, I don't know. I can't really explain it. I didn't even want to rap. I just did it just to do it, just to show him I can do it, and I did it. Look where I'm at today.
How did you learn how to rap?
I wouldn't say learn how to rap because it ain't, it ain't no such thing as learn how to rap. All you gotta do is go to the mic, say what you want to say, get the engineer, put it together and believe it. Like, rap is not, like, you don't gotta know how to rap. It's no such thing as sound good or sound bad. Like, it's about how you promote it, how you come, like, it's songs by rappers, like, I'm gonna use an example. It's songs like, Lil Yachty might have a song that people in my neighborhood don't really like. They be like, I don't even like Lil Yachty, this and that and that. Yeah, but Lil Yachty just his personality, who he is as a person and all that, it makes people buy it. It makes them songs bigger. It's like, it's not really about the music. The music is this small. So it's like, I ain't gonna say learn how to rap. I just went in there and just said what I said and it came out. I mean, it's no such thing as learn how to rap. There's no good rappers and bad rappers. It's just all words. It's all words. It's just whoever saying the word and using it the better, whoever lifestyle is it's about the glitz and the glamours, the smoke and mirrors. That's all it is. It ain't really about the music. You can make a hit song, a hit song. If I sit right here and say hit song 70 times to you, you're going to think about the word hit song. Like, you can brainwash somebody to make it a hit. It's about who you know and what you know.
So safe to say this was self-taught?
Yeah, self-taught.
Now, was this something you wanted to do on your own, or was it a suggestion, like somebody put a battery in your back to do it?
Maybe a suggestion. Maybe my friends, because after the first... Nah, Shy got me to do the freestyle. I didn't want to freestyle because we just used to play rhyme back in together on Facebook. We used to just play rhyme. This before rap. Like, we used to play rhyme, so he knew I might can put a metaphor together. He know I'm funny. I might can put something together. Like, I got a personality. He knew that already. So it's like, it just all came together like that.
And then when you actually do that first mixtape, Barbara's Son, was it somebody specific that put the battery behind your back there?
Nah, I linked up with this guy named Boye. He became my manager. And he was like, man, just drop a tape. I promise you're gonna be the hottest in the streets. You gotta drop a tape. Like, you gotta buzz with nothing. Like, how you gotta buzz and you don't do nothing? I dropped it and it just went to the moon. The shit hit so hard, they try to sue me. Like, everything happened. Like, this one I knew, like, I done got cease and assist orders, like, for Glizzy names, and it's like they sending lawyers or any way they can do to end me. Like, the shit hit so hard, I was like, damn, that's what made me keep going though. If they'd have never sent the lawyers trying to sue me for the name and try to do the stuff to try to stop me, I would have just quit right there. It would have just been one mixtape and all that. But just for me to prove them a point, they turned me into a whole person, a whole brand. I appreciate it.
How'd you meet Boye? How'd that happen?
Through Shy, just in the studio. Just in the studio, he probably owned the studio, and Shy just was in the studio running around recording, and the owner of the studio just knew I was the one. That's like any room. You know who the person is in the room. Like, you can walk in the room, you know what the life of the room is. I'm just the life of every room.
So he approaches you about management, or you approach him about management?
He approached Shy about management. Shy never tells me. Until me and Shy fall out, Boye said, I've been trying to work with you through Shy, and that's where we went to the moon from there. He hid the relationships. I had relationships with other people, like other rappers, like established rappers, as we was on tour back in the day with Yo Gotti and stuff like that. I had relationships with other rappers. They might reach out, ask where I'm at and all this. He'd never tell me until I see them again. They'd be like, but man, that's just what it is. But it don't really mean nothing to me though.
At this point, are you a full-time recording artist?
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm a full-time recording. I ain't in the streets or nothing though. Like, I left the streets alone. I ain't in the streets. I ain't no. So yeah, I'm a full-time recording artist.
And how long would you say you've been full-time at this point? It's December 2020 as of this interview.
Probably like 6 months. Probably like 6 months straight I've been just serious. I ain't been in the streets. I ain't been on nothing. I just been strictly better in my career.
Ever signed a recording contract?
Nah, I never signed a deal. Never signed a deal in my life. If it ain't $1 million or if it ain't enough, I got a sick mother. If it ain't enough to get my mother out that back room and we gonna be lit forever, I don't want it. I don't want no record deal. You give me a record deal and I'm still in the same position.
Have you been offered?
Yeah, I've been offered a certain amount of numbers, but I told you I make 6 digits a year off of Instagram, not including music and every other thing. You gotta outbeat what I can do on my own.
You've been offered by independent or major record labels?
I had major record labels contact me like in my earlier of my career, like 2015, 16 and all that, but the people out, like the management that I was moving with at that time, I don't got them no more. Like, I do everything on I'm me. Like, I book everything, I do everything. I got a management team now that helped me, but they just came around and I thank for them, but like, they keep everything organized. But as far as like hands-on, I do everything. I damn near drive, security, I do it all, everything. I'm as pedestrians, I do it all. Whatever it is, I do it all. It's all me. It's no big team. It's no nobody. But if anybody see this interview and y'all want to come change a black person's life that's really from the struggle that ain't never had nothing, I'm the one to come get it. I can show you better than I can tell you. But I don't know. It'll be all right though. I'm getting to it.
Were you offered a deal by independent or major recording artists as well? Or was it just labels offering you?
I've been offered like deals, but I ain't gonna say deals. I done been in talks about situations with people, but I don't really want to say they name to even, it is what it is. Like, sort of, kind of.
And looking back at the decision making there, did you make the right or wrong decisions? Whether it was the record labels offering you things,
I'm gonna say I made the right.
Recording artists talking to you about certain future plans.
I'm gonna say I made the right decision because like right now I ain't in no hold. I ain't tied down to nothing. Like I'm free. Like I'm 100% all me. I can do whatever I want to do. If I want to drop a song right now, I can drop a song. I don't gotta call nobody. I ain't gotta ask nobody. I ain't got nothing. I'm just free. I get 100% of all my money. Like I ain't nothing. I told you it gotta make sense. I see people in my city, they sign deals and still outside in the same hallway. They sit in the same position. They still, like, life ain't changed at all. Only on Google where it say they signed to a certain person, they got a watermark at the bottom of their iTunes releases. Nah, I ain't living like that. I need $1 million, $1 million or better. Something to change my life. It gotta just change my life. I don't care. It ain't even about the money. I don't even care about the money. Just change my life situation. I'm really in the ghetto. Like, I'm really still in the field. Like, I'm really there. Like, every day. This ain't no fake shit with me. I ain't in Calabasas. I ain't going on no big ass house. I ain't doing none of that shit. I'm still in the field. Still the real me. Diamonds on, blue check. Still thugging.
In these 6 months of being a full-time recording artist, have you ever felt like quitting?
Nah, cause I got like young niggas that be around me. Like my young nigga right there, like he just be around me all day. They the motivation. Like even if I'm having a bad day, I still gotta motivate them. Like I be around younger people, like younger than me. Because when I was young, nobody showed me the way, like the right way. Like the shit they showed me, that shit was bullshit. I'm never gonna bullshit him. I'm gonna let him know what it is. Like if you trying to get in the car, gonna be on some gangster shit, it's gonna be some consequences, some gangster shit. So I'm letting you know, like, that's what it is. I'm gonna keep it to him raw. But they my motivation. Like, he my motivation. Like, I told him, I'm here. Like, as long as he listen to me and I'm gonna tell him the right thing, even if I don't make it, he gonna make it. If he don't make it, he can do the same thing to somebody else. Somebody gonna make it. One make it, we all make it. This ain't about me, though. None of this ain't about me.
Care to share who is off camera to the side of us?
Lil Bro _YP on Instagram. It's like my artist for real. He ain't even from my neighborhood, but I was going through depression. He from my mother live in the neighborhood. He from the neighborhood my mother lived in. My mother in the neighborhood, she like the mother of the neighborhood. Like she be out, she active, so she know who in the neighborhood and all that. In the midst of something, he end up bumping into me through my mother. We had shit going on, like just building a relationship. He told me he rap. I seen him rap, he believed in himself. He shooting his own videos, he doing all that. He ain't even telling me that he rap. I'm a whole rapper. So you know what I do, what I gotta do. I told you, I'm never gonna fuck with my chance of becoming a real nigga. Put him on the right page. I'm gonna tell him what I know, where I fucked up at, what to do, what not to do. It's on him to listen though, but he listened to the most part, we be all right.
Risk versus reward. What's the biggest risk you took for your music career so far?
The biggest risk I took for my music career was leaving Shy Glizzy and them alone.
Was it worth it?
Hell yeah, times 10.
Why?
Because I'm bigger. It's like, if I'm running with Shy, it's like, it's a cap over my head. I can never be bigger than him. I can never, and no matter what, I can have more money than him, I can have more everything. I'm still under him somehow because it all originates from him. If I stray away from that shit and it's just me, now it's like Pepsi versus Coca-Cola. It ain't like a co-worker under Pepsi getting into it. It's like 2 brands versus 2 brands, like battle of the brands. I love it here because they already had their run. Like they did everything. I did nothing. I'm on the up horse of mine. They on the down horse of theirs. So it'll even out. But I don't wish no bad on them neither because we all come from like the same environment. So I wish them the best. But I'm doing me. It's my time to shine now. And I ain't tripping. I don't need nobody.
Proudest accomplishment so far in your music career?
My proudest accomplishment in my music career is I can drop a song and it can really change somebody's day. Like the fans tell me I drop music that got them through certain situations. Like to me, I might not even know I did that, but me just knowing I can say something with my voice to make somebody appreciate something, I don't give a fuck if it's one person. I did my job. That's my biggest accomplishment. I'm just the messenger. I'm just here to give a message to the people, because I never got one.
Sounds fulfilling.
Yeah.
On the opposite end of the spectrum, though, biggest failure so far in your music career?
Biggest failure.
And if it's something you already mentioned, you can mention it again, but biggest disappointment?
My biggest failure, my biggest disappointment. My biggest failure would be I dropped the biggest mixtape in the DMV history and I shot no videos from it. I did no promo. It's because I didn't know I was going to be that big. I didn't know how to do the business part to it to make it all make sense. I'd have been blown up after that. Like I'd have been out of here. Millionaire status. Like it was like, but it's God's plan. This is the second go around. I get back to it. That was probably the moment right there. That I ain't shoot no videos from my first mixtape and I ain't take it where I was supposed to go. I was supposed to been out of here. But it's like, everybody got their own plan, don't rush it.
Single best thing you've done for your career. And when I ask you this question, I mean like a tactic, a method, not so much an accomplishment. Single best thing you've done for your career.
Brand my own name, like Barberson. Like instead of using the Aunt Glizzy name for everything, the Barberson, the way over to the Barberson name. That's probably the best thing I did, because now it's fading away. It's like, you know Barberson now. If you say Aunt Glizzy, you gotta say Barberson with it too. At first it just was like Aunt Glizzy, and now it's like Barberson. It's solidified just as much as that name.
Was that easy or hard for you to do?
It was hard, but not really. It was hard, but not really, because like, they tried, I don't know, bro. This is so much. Just the whole word Glizzy just make me weak as a whole, like speaking on it and all that. I mean no harm. Like I have nothing bad to say about them, nothing. I just want that shit to just go away. I wish I could just wake up and that shit was completely gone. Like,
is it like a weight over your shoulder type of thing?
yes, a weight on my, it's like I can't live my life. Everything I do, I get compared to Shy Glizzy, or I get the this, the that, the this, the that, and I be saying to myself like, I got my own chain. They ain't give me nothing. Like, people that tell me like, you mad because you ain't in Glizzy gang because this and that, but I look at people that's over there affiliated with him, they ain't got nothing going on. Like, I got the blue check, the net worth, I'm financially stable, I got the diamond chain, I got the, you know what I'm saying? I take care of everything around me. I ain't no fall in line type of person, so. Shit just make me weak, like all of it. Like I don't even want to speak on it no more. Like if anybody in this world, y'all want to do me a favor, just don't say Glizzy nothing to me. Let them boys be them boys, and I'm gonna be me. That's it. That's all. Ain't no type of problems or anything. Like nothing. I just don't want to be affiliated with that shit. Like in no way. Like no how. I'm not Glizzy gang. I'm not in Glizzy gang. I don't be with Glizzy gang. I'm just me.
My last question, and you may have answered this, and if you did, okay, but it's still part of my questioning. Biggest mistake you made?
Biggest mistake in the music or life?
Yeah, in the music career so far.
Biggest mistake.
Yeah, I asked you what your single best thing you've done for your career was. Now, on the opposite of that, what's the biggest mistake you made?
I don't know. I ain't really got no mistakes. I ain't gonna really say I got no mistakes. If it was a mistake, I learned from it.